That's international law. That's commercial law. Now, when me and a couple of 7 other brothers got arrested on the week of World Trade Center, the year later, we had to go to a bail bondsman, and they had us sign about 20 damn contracts. And I was in the law at that time, and I recognized most of them contracts. They even had UCC contracts, which normally they don't give you if you go get a driver's license or anything like that. But they had contracts where it mentioned you. They covered you internationally, man. That means if you left the state, a bounty hunter can get you. But if you left the country, a bounty hunter can get your ass. Because you signed a UCC, Uniform Commercial Code contract, man. You know? Yeah, your flag, when you go into a bank, you ever you see the pretty yellow fringes around that's a maritime admiralty, man. When you go to traffic court, that's basically a court martial, man. Yeah. You know? Before a military judge. He ain't going to wear bars and stripes on him, you know? But basically that's what that is. So when you bring up the Constitution, they'll hold you in contempt for dealing with the Constitution, because we're not dealing with Constitution. We're dealing with laws outside the Constitution. All right? Maritime laws. Because they took maritime, which is the waters, the seas, boats and ships and so forth, schooners and cruises and so forth, and they took those laws and they put the laws out there in space, because that maritime law applies in space, because space is waters. Right. All right. You just but anyway, they took the law of the sea, all right, and they put that on the land. So when you drive a car, that's why if you go to the DMV, I know in New York, I don't know about other states, you can register your boat and your car under the same application. That's right. Under the same application, man. You know? Yep. But I believe all those states. But anyway, this is the 13th Amendment ratified in 1865. That's when they had the Emancipation Proclamation. And this was one of the brothers have mentioned that you basically, when you're emancipated, that means you're transferred from one slave owner to another slave owner, from a private white slave master to the state. All right. That's why they made all of us citizens of the United States and the particular states. Now it says Amendment 13. It says Section 1. Listen good. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude. Anytime you get a driver's license, you sign for it. It's all so you're volunteering to be a slave, because we're all sovereigns, man. That's in the Apocrypha. See if you can get that in the Apocrypha. Sovereignty from the Most High. All right. Now it says, that sounds like one of the Moors and whatnot, which we know the Moors too. We know Alim and we know him. He's on a lot of them videos. Now he's a doctor, Dr. Alim, you know. And we know that they listen to us too. They listen to the Israelites too, because they mention us a lot, you know. Not us in particular, but in general, okay? But anyway, it says, you got it, brother? All right, good. Read it.
All right, this is our Wisdom of Solomon 6:1. Hear therefore, O ye kings, and understand. Learn, ye that be judges of the ends of the earth. Give ear, ye that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations. For power is given you of the Lord, and
for power is given to you, the Israelites of the Lord. Go ahead.
And sovereignty from the highest.
And sovereignty from the highest. You know what the word sovereignty means? I'm going to go into the Lord's dictionary and I'm going to read it, all right? But first, let me read this 13th Amendment. And we're going to also stay in the scriptures. It says, neither slavery nor involuntary servitude, except as a punishment for crime, whereof the party shall have been duly convicted. What does that sound like? You commit a crime. The cop catches you. He locks you up. He processes you. You go before the judge. You might plea out, right? You might plea out, or you might be found guilty, and but they pressure you to plea out any damn way. They said, look, we'll give you 3 years. But if you blow trial, that's 7 1/4 years. So you get nervous. You didn't do it. A lot of them jakes in the prison system didn't do a damn thing, man. Or didn't, and they add charges on your basic charge. We know how them damn demon cops operate, man. Trump up charges. I'm going to give it to you in a minute. It says, let me read it again. Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude except as a punishment for crime, whereof if you robbed a liquor store and you convicted of it, guess what? You can go back into slavery. All right? Except as a and this is your Constitution, and you saying, well, you got to keep the Constitution. The Constitution said they can put your ass in slavery, man. But then you say you believe in the Constitution, and you say, well, slavery was done away with. Nigga, slavery is in the Constitution, man. Slavery, well, I'm reading it right now. It says, punishment for crime whereof the party, you, shall have been duly convicted, shall exist within the United States. So that means you can be a slave in the United States or any place subject to their jurisdiction, right? Which is the other states, all right? Let's say you go to Guam. That's subject to your jurisdiction, okay? Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Alaska, all right? Neither slavery nor involuntary servitude. Let's deal with involuntary servitude. Another word for servitude is slavery, right? You can volunteer to be a servant under somebody. So if there's an Edomite, right, if there's an Edomite that we're talking to and he says, I want to be your slave, and I say, lay down and don't move, and the cop comes and say, well, why you got that man down there laying there? You can actually say, well, that's my servant. That's my servant. Now, if he locks you up, you go into the Constitution, and then you say, well, wait a minute. He volunteered. He said he wanted to be my slave. If you get a woman out there and she wants to be, if you get a woman, brother, make her your servant, man. All right? Which that ain't going to happen, May the Lord be with you. But all you brothers that think you got good women, that she's a righteous woman, she's a virtuous woman, she's another Sarah, is bullshit. You ain't got no woman. You ain't got no servant, man. All right? You ain't got no woman that's going to be a servant, man. I'm going to give you a little test. Bring 3 or 4 other women and say, these are my other wives in your house, and see what the hell happens, man. You got a scripture, right?
The Bible say her ways are movable, thou canst not know them. That's in Proverbs, the 5th chapter. You should get the book open and read that, man. Because her lips are smart. When the scriptures tell you about her lips are smoother than oil, she know how. My cousin told me, man. He said, if you're going to make love to a woman and she look good and everything, don't look her in the face, because that's like looking at Medusa. Because Medusa, she turn your ass to stone.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, slavery, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Which means all you jokers that are going out there convicting people on death row, when that crown